Yeah, hello all. Welcome back.
Yes.
So in the previous session, we have covered
Mm.
the movement types, right? So
Mm.
now in this class, we will cover the remaining fields in schedule and category controls. Okay. So now let me go through the transaction. What is that?
Vivo V6.
Yes. Let me go through VO V6.
Mm.
See here, what is our schedule and category? Let us take CP.
Mm.
Okay, so here if we go inside this one, here we can see different controls, right? And we have covered all these controls.
Mm.
Okay, now what is the next one here? I think we haven't covered this item relevant for delivery, I think.
No.
Yeah,
No, not yet.
actually let me tell you what exactly the use of this field.
Mm.
This field controls whether the line item is relevant for delivery or not. What is that?
Mm.
It controls, yeah, it controls whether the line item is relevant for delivery or not.
Not.
Okay, and if you observe, we can find the same field there in the item category controls also, right?
Yeah. Mm.
But that field is applicable only for the text item and value item. I have told you that while we have gone through the item category controls.
Mm.
Okay, but here whatever the field is there in schedule and category controls,
Mm.
here it is item relevant for delivery, which is applicable to all the line items.
Line items.
Okay,
Okay. Mm.
those line items for which the schedule and category is CP here.
Mm.
So now let me take one example.
Mm.
So as we have already discussed, this is computer,
Mm.
and for which if it is the BOM header pricing, okay,
Mm.
if it is BOM header pricing, then
Mm.
what will be the item category? T
Item category TAQ. TAQ.
TAQ. Alright,
Mm.
and what will be the schedule and category? CP.
Line
Right? So for which the components are CPU and monitor and keyboard.
Mm.
What is the item category for which? It is T A
AE.
T A E.
E.
And
Mm.
what is this one? The schedule and category is? Yeah, tell me.
CP.
CT.
CT.
Okay.
CT.
So here, as it is the BOM header pricing, right?
Mm.
So here item relevant for delivery is going to be checked for this one, right?
Mm.
Header one.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. And in the same way for the line items also, it's going to be checked. Item relevant for
Mm.
delivery.
Mm.
So these items are relevant for delivery. These items will get delivered. If you purchase computer, CPU, monitor, keyboard will get delivered to the customer.
Mm.
Okay. And if you see the billing relevance, if you see the billing relevance for which means for here for the components, the billing relevance is none, means no billing. It's not related to the billing.
Mm.
only the main item will be relevant for the billing. That's what we have already covered in the previous session, right? Hope you are clear with it.
Clear. Clear.
Okay. And what will happen if the delivery, if the PGA is happen, then the stock of computer will get reduced. The stock of computer only will get reduced here, as it is the bomb adder pricing. It is the main item. Okay. So if it is bomb item pricing, if it is bomb item pricing, then what will happen? This is computer main item. Then what will be the item category here?
TAP.
TAP, right? TAP. And components are keyboard, monitor, and mouse. Let us take them as components. So what will be the item category here?
TAN.
TAN only, the standard one. And what will be the schedule and category?
CT.
CT is for this one, right?
CAP.
And for which? For the components?
For the components is CP.
CP only. Then what will be the movement type will get trigger here? 601 only, right? Okay. So here, if it is bomb item pricing, then what will be the billing relevance for computer here? Is it relevant for billing?
No.
No, it's not relevant for billing. Then are these components are relevant for billing?
Yeah, relevant.
Yes, these are relevant for billing. And are these components relevant for delivery?
Totally.
Yes, those are relevant for delivery. Okay, so when you are doing the post to goods issue, what will happen? The stock will get reduced, right? Then which stock will get reduced here? Computer or components? Which one? The stock of the components will get reduced. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So let me give you some of the schedule and categories which are relevant for delivery. Which means, what is that? Item relevant for delivery. Okay? So as we have already seen that, right? Item relevant for delivery, the check mark. So let me give you some of the schedule and categories for which you can find this option. Here we can see it for CP, okay, and CN, which we can use for, it's nothing but the standard one, right? And we can also see it for CB. It's for IPO. Okay, then CF is for
Consignment film.
yes, E1. And CI, consignment issue. For which? What is that? C1.
C1.
And for consignment returns? What is that?
Returns.
D0.
D0.
Okay, and for CP, here CP is not the schedule and category, it is consignment pickup. This is the document category here. Consignment pickup. Okay, so for which
Mm.
F1, right?
F1.
Okay. And for returns,
Mm.
it is
D0.
DN.
D0. D0.
No, no, DN. And for STO, it is
NN.
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 For STO returns,
NR.
yes, NR.
Mm.
And for intercompany STO,
NC.
yes,
NC.
NC.
Okay.
And for intercompany STO returns,
NS.
NS. Okay, so you can note down all these things.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
so
Okay. For
let me
which
go back to the controls
item there?
here. What is the next field here? It's nothing but object type, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you,
Mm.
actually we will maintain object type as NBC. Here you can find the object type nothing but NB.
Mm.
This one.
Mm.
Okay, have you seen this?
Okay.
Object type is NB, right?
NB.
So we maintain the object type as NB for third party and IPO materials.
Mm.
Okay, what is the schedule and category for the third party one? It
Third
is CS,
party
right?
NS.
CS.
CS.
And for IPO it is CB, right?
CB.
Yeah, for both of these schedule and categories we will maintain object type as NB here. So let me open CS, and here you can find object type as NB, right? And you can find the same thing for the schedule and category CB also. Okay, NB. So now let me tell you what exactly the use of the order type NB. Order type NB will helps us to generate purchase requisition automatically in the third party process or in the IPO process
Okay.
while you are creating the sales order. Okay, so now actually as you know the flow here, right? For the third party one, so let me draw the flow here. If it is third party and if it is IPO here, okay, so this is what is the third party, right? So let me give you a small difference here. So in the third party process, customer will place the order for the company. Here what is the company? Alchem, right? So what will happen? Alchem will,
Purchase requisition.
yes, purchase requisition will get generated and which will be sent to the vendor. Then the vendor will deliver the goods to customer.
Customer.
Okay, it will be of two types. One is with shipping notification and the second one is without shipping notification. But that's what we can cover in the upcoming classes. You don't worry about that. But for now, actually, as you are clear with this flow, right? So here this purchase requisition will get generated because the schedule and category is consist of the order type as NB. Okay, and if you see the IPO process, it's also same, right? As customer will place the order to the company, I'll come here. Then purchase requisition will get generated, then which will be turned into PO and which will be sent to the vendor. Then the vendor will deliver the goods to customer, not to the customer, to the company. Then the company will deliver the goods to the customer here. Okay. So yeah, so in this process also purchase requisition is getting generated, right? It will get generated because of the order type NB, which is assigned in the schedule line category CB. Okay. And here the schedule line category is CS. Okay, are you clear?
Clear.
Okay, so now let me create one sales order, then you can come to know. Let me go through the transaction VA01, and here the order type is war, and this is what is our sales area. And let me give our customer here, and let me give the material here. See, this is the material which I have created for trading good. Actually, the type of this material is not fact, means it's not the finished product. It is the trading material. Let me go through the material again here. In the transaction MM02, the material is M underscore THP. And see here, the item category of this material is, item category group of this material is BANS. Okay. And here the item category TAS is getting determined. And if we go through this one, if we go through the schedule lines, here we can find the schedule line category as CS, right? In the same way, see here, this is what the requisition number, and here the purchase requisition will get generated here. As we are discussing with the field order type NB, that helps us to generate the purchase requisition number automatically while we are creating the sales order in third party process or else in IPO process. So now let me save it. Then if we go through the change mode of the order, then we can find the purchase requisition number in the sales order, especially in the schedule and step. See, this is what is our sales order, right? 12076. So let me go through the change mode of the order. And if we go inside this one, and if we go here, see here you can able to find the purchase requisition number. So with the help of the purchase requisition number, people will create purchase order, and which will be sent to the vendor. Then the vendor will deliver the goods to the customer. So this is what will happen. So here the order type NB helps us to generate the purchase requisition number here in the sales order. Okay, I think you are clear with it. The next field here is item category, right? What is the next field here? Item category. This one. Like the sales documents, documents also requires item category information. What exactly the documents here? Purchase requisition and purchase order. When we are creating purchase requisition and purchase order manually, what the users will do? The users will enter the item category manually, right? But in third party process and IPO process, the system is generating the purchase requisition automatically, right? In the background. So we will pass the item category information from the sales order to purchase requisition and purchase requisition to purchase order, right? So for which we use the field item category here. So let me draw one small diagram for you. See, in the third party process, if the customer place an order to the company, okay, then the company, yeah, this is nothing but a sales order raised by the customer. Then what will happen? Purchase requisition will get generated. Then purchase order will be get created. then which will be sent to the vendor. Then the vendor will deliver the goods to the customer. This is what actually the process of third party process, right?
Third party.
Yeah, this is what exactly the third party process is. And this is of two types. One is with shipping notification and the second one is without shipping notification. Okay, we will cover both the processes while we are going to deal with third party process. But for now, I'm just giving you what exactly the use of the field item category in the schedule line categories. Okay.
Okay.
So here item category will help us to pass the what is this information from order to PR and PR to PO. Okay.
Yes.
Are you clear?
Clear.
Okay then. Now here item category 5. Okay, we maintain item category 5 for which schedule line? CS, right?
Yes.
And which is used for the third party process. So here item category 5 controls that even if you do MIGO in third party process with shipping notification, system will treat it as dummy MIGO and stock will not get update. Okay, did you get me?
Got you. Okay.
We maintain item category 5. Okay, in schedule and category CS, which controls that even if you do MIGO or MIGO, whatever it may be, you can call it as MIGO. Okay.
Okay.
So while we are doing MIGO in the third party process with a shipping notification, system will treat it as dummy MIGO and stock will not get update. Okay, for which we use the field item category and the field value is 5.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Okay.
So here the next one is item category 0. Okay. So item category 5 is maintained for the schedule and category CS, right? Which is used for third party process. And item category 0 is used for IPO process. And for the schedule and category of CB.
CB.
Okay. Okay. So here, what exactly this item category 0 controls? It controls that if we do MIGO in IPO process, system will treat it as actual MIGO and stock will get update. Did you get it? If the item category is 5, then system will treat it as dummy MIGO. Okay, which we use for the schedule and category CS. And 0, if we use 0, system will treat it as original MIGO, which we use it for CB. Here stock will get update and here stocks will not get update. Okay. 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 So let me try a small diagram for you. The same diagram. Customer, he has raised the order to the company. Then purchase requisition will get generated, which will be turned into purchase order, which will be sent to vendor. Then what will happen then? The vendor will deliver the goods to the customer. Okay, vendor will deliver the goods to the customer, right? Then what we will do? We will create Migo
Okay.
document. It's also called as goods receipt. Goods
Okay.
receipt document. Then if you do the Migo, what will happen? The stock will get updated in the schedule and category CP. As here the item category is 0, right?
0. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what exactly the difference between the item category 5 and item category 0 here.
Okay.
Okay, so let us move to the next field here. Here the next field is account assignment category, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if we see the account assignment category in the schedule and category CS, it is 1. Okay, so
Okay.
what exactly this field or what exactly the value 1 here in the account assignment category of the CS controls, actually which helps us to pass the customer information from order to peer and peer to PO. What it will do? It helps us to pass the customer information from order to peer and peer to PO. Okay,
Yeah.
and for the schedule and category CB, what will be the account assignment category here?
E.
It is E, right? So account assignment category E in the schedule and category CB controls that if you do the delivery in IPO process, then system will not generate inventory accounting document because the cost of goods will be directly assigned to the particular sales order number, right? Did you get me?
Got it.
This is what is individual purchase order. Okay, so if you are if we are creating individual purchase order, then the stock will get reserved to the particular sales order number. Okay, then if you are doing, what is this? Yeah, tell me.
Inventory doesn't generate.
If you are doing delivery and PGI, then system will not. Yeah, tell me.
Hello?
System will not generate inventory accounting document
Document.
because
Yeah.
the cost of goods will be directly assigned to the particular sales order number. Okay,
Okay.
so see here, that's what about the account assignment category field, and not an issue. You will get a clarity about these fields while we are really creating IPO orders and third party orders. At that time I will clearly explain you what exactly the use of these fields, but for now you please keep it in your mind that there are some controls here in the scheduling category which are related to IPO process as well as related to the third party process also. Okay,
Okay.
see here the next field is purchase requisition delivery schedule, right? We check this field only for the scheduling category CB, which is used for IPO process. If we check it, the system will copy the schedule line data as it is from the sales order to the purchase requisition and from purchase requisition to purchase order. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Then the next field here is requirements and assembly. This one. So this field is one of the prerequisite to transfer the sales order requirements to MRP. As we have already covered that MRP is nothing but material. What is that? Yes, material requirements planning. Okay. So this field is a prerequisite to transfer the sales order requirements to MRP. Okay, but we cannot find this field as checked for CB as well as for CS because here these materials are not manufacturing, right? These are the materials the company is procuring from vendor. So that's why only it's not need to check the requirements and assembly field here in the schedule and category controls for both of these. And for the rest of them we can find. Yeah, please follow me. Yeah, and for the rest of them we can see that this field is checked.
Requirement.
Okay, so here customer, this is the order, then MRP. What is this? Transfer of requirements. So this sales order requirements will be transferred to the MRP. So in the sales order there are 3 materials and 10 quantity, 15 quantity, 20 quantity. So these requirements will be sent to the MRP, material requirement and planning. Okay, so for which this field has to be checked here. Okay, then the next field here is availability.
Okay.
You go through CP here, you can check the requirements and assembly is checked, right? And the next field here is availability. So this field is one of the prerequisite to perform availability check in the sales document. Okay, so if we check this, then only the system will perform availability check in the sales document. If we uncheck, then the system will not perform the availability check in sales document. Okay, so if the system has to perform the availability check in the sales document, so where is the control? The control is there in schedule and category control. It's nothing but the field availability here. Okay, see here, as I have already given you, there are 2 types of schedule and categories, right? One is CP and the second one is CM.
Yes.
So here both of them are used for the same purpose, but there is a small difference between these two. It's nothing but for the CP we can find requirements and assembly, this field. Okay, in the same way availability, this field, the both will be checked for the CP. Okay, and for the CN, if we go through CN,
It's checked.
unchecked because no MRP will not run. Okay, so here the next field is, what is this? Product allocation, right? So product allocation means reserving the stock to the customers or to the customer groups or to the distribution channels to meet the future requirement. If we want, means if the company wanted to perform availability check on reserved stock, then we have to check this field. Okay, for example, if the total quantity of the X material is available as 100 and if 20 quantity is kept as safety stock or reserve stock. What is this?
Okay.
Reserved stock. So if the system has to perform, then what will be the available stock here? 80 only, right?
80.
So if the system has to perform the availability of this stock also, then we have to check this one. Okay?
Okay.
So these are what? The controls in schedule and category controls.
Okay.
Okay? So with this, we can conclude the schedule and category controls. And if you have any queries in this regard, you can ask me now.